Hello Indulgers, Asalamualaikum. Welcome to Iftar with ET. Today's Iftar recipe is crispy fried tilapia. I can't wait for you to try this one. Ramadan Mubarak to all my Muslim Indulgers. I wish you all a blessed and fruitful month, inshallah. May we all fast in good health and iman. To start off with, we're going to clean our tilapia, remove all the scales, any unwanted bits and pieces, and don't forget to get inside the tilapia as well and give that a good clean. It has a tendency to have this bitter taste if the insides are not cleaned well enough. Great tasting fish definitely begins with the marinade. Today we are preparing a dry spice rub to complement the tilapia. To make up this dry rub, we are mixing together 1 teaspoon of turmeric, 1 teaspoon of cayenne pepper, 1 teaspoon of ground cumin, 1 teaspoon of ground ginger, a 1/4 teaspoon of crushed white pepper, and salt to taste. Distribute the dry rub all over the tilapia and massage liberally. Really get in there and make sure all your bases are covered. Once one side has been seasoned, don't forget to flip and give the other side of the tilapia just as much attention. Once our dry rub has been distributed, marinate the tilapia for 30 minutes in the fridge. Avoid exceeding marination times over 24 hours as fish has a tendency to break down its protein if marinated for too long. And when it comes to deep frying fish, you want to avoid making it too tender so that your fish is intact after the frying process. For our fresh ingredients today, we have serrano chilies. You can substitute these chilies for any chili of your liking, 2 small shallot, a thumb-sized amount of ginger, and 4 cloves of garlic. By now, it's no secret at all. I'm sure you all know how much I love garlic. Let me know below if you love garlic too. Split your chilies down the center and remove the seeds. This will minimize the heat, and at the end of the day, it also makes a more tidy and presentable dish with no seeds floating around. Up next, we're going to prep our ginger by removing the outer skin and going ahead to cut it into a rectangular size shape. This helps us further cut down the ginger, and today I'm going to be cutting the ginger in a style known as julienne. This is a thin matchstick-like size. This will help us with avoiding chunks of ginger in our dish, making it a more pleasant eating experience. But at the end of the day, please do what feels comfortable for you. Go on and slice your chilies in a similar fashion and proceed to finely dice both your shallots and garlic. Chop off the ends of 3 stalks of spring onion and go ahead and cut them on an angle. Up next, you want to wash and roughly chop a handful of coriander. This will be used both in the cooking process of our sauce as well as for some final garnishing. At this point, the fish is done marinating, and just to finish up with the fish, we're going to add 3 tablespoons of all-purpose flour into a bowl with 2 tablespoons of corn starch. This is our dry batter. We're going to mix this thoroughly and add a small amount of all those spices we used earlier, with the exception of ginger powder. Just a little bit of everything will do just fine. Sprinkle the dry batter over both sides of the fish just as we did with our dry rub much earlier on. Lightly rub your fingers over the surface to make sure that the flour has stuck on. Finally, the moment we've all been waiting for, let's get this fish fried. Into a pan, we're going to add a sheet of baking paper. Onto that, we're going to add some vegetable oil or any frying oil of your choice. Today I'm tossing in some of my offcuts from that ginger I sliced earlier, just to make good use of it and also flavor my oil. Once the oil is heated, I'm going to slide in my tilapia and allow it to fry on each side of the fish until the fish is completely cooked. This is roughly around 3 to 5 minutes on each side, depending on the temperature of your oil. Thank you for watching this video up until this point. If you enjoy recipes like this one, don't forget to leave a comment below, like, and of course subscribe. There are a number of amazing recipes that I can't wait to bring your way. Once the tilapia is fried, transfer it onto a lined baking tray, and if you are frying multiple fish in one go, make sure you adjust the temperature of your oil in between frying each fish. This will help you avoid cooking the outside of the fish quickly while the inside is still raw. Now that our tilapia is beautifully fried, let's prepare our sauce. Into a heated pan, add about 1.5 tablespoons of vegetable oil. Begin by sweating the diced shallots and ginger. After a minute of sauteing, introduce the chilies, followed by the garlic. This sauce is going to come together very quickly because the last thing we want to do is overcook our vegetables and lose those vibrant colors. If you'd like to tone down the spiciness, in place of our serrano chilies, you can add some bell peppers. Some red, green or yellow bell peppers would do great in this dish. Up next, we're going to add our spring onions, starting with the bottom side of the spring onions as well as the green part. Season with some Vegeta seasoning. I've added about 1 teaspoon of vegetable stock powder. Give that a good mix and add about 1 teaspoon of soy sauce. At this stage, everything is well cooked. We're just going to add some sugar as well. That's 1 teaspoon of sugar, followed by a cornstarch slurry. This slurry I have prepared off camera. I added 1 teaspoon of cornstarch to some water to allow us to thicken our sauce. Go on and add your coriander leaves and a bit more of the sliced spring onion. The sauce is now ready. Pour over your fried fish and enjoy the amazing aroma. To garnish, we're going to add a bit more of that sliced spring onion as well as coriander leaves, a few slices of lemon, and lastly, for the additional texture and crunch, some fried shallots. Nothing pairs better with this fabulous fried fish than this beautifully infused coconut and lemongrass rice. It's fluffy, slightly sweet, and very, very fragrant. I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe, and don't forget to stay tuned for the next episode of Iftar with Iti. Barkamu da shan ruwa.